Hi, welcome to Being Mindful. I'm Susan, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor. I lead virtual group meditations, and I'm so pleased that today the request was to talk about the mixed feelings that we have around things getting back to normal following the pandemic. We're still kind of in the middle of the pandemic, but things are shifting. And I've been wanting to do a meditation on this for a while. I've been pondering and contemplating where I am with this and hearing from others as well. So I hope that this exploration of the different ways that we may be approaching this time will be helpful to you. Let's get started. I'll invite you to move to start with. I sit in this chair most of the day. My posture is terrible, but meditation gives me a time to be a little bit more intentional about how I sit and how I move. So I'll invite you to take this opportunity to listen to what your body needs in this moment and move it accordingly. If you'd like to close your eyes, you're welcome to do that. It's also fine to have them open. And shift your way into a posture that is intentional. Sitting down, lying down, standing, whatever you need to do. However it is that your body is positioned, take a moment to notice your connection with whatever is holding you up, whether that's the ground, a piece of furniture. It's important to be able to have that sense of grounding and anchoring, especially when things are shifting around us. And when we think about it, aren't they shifting all the time? But sometimes we notice it more than other times. We can begin to contemplate what re-entry means for us as we consider a shift from being in the pandemic, from being closed in and cloistered and protected in our safe little units, whatever they were, whatever they maybe still are. Some people alone and trying to connect with others in virtual ways from a distance. Others sharing space with family or friends over a long period. Things are starting to shift. COVID infection rates are down and vaccination rates are up. And whether one chooses to be vaccinated or not, whether one chooses to wear a mask at this time or not, things are different. Things are moving in a new direction. Take a moment to check in with yourself about things opening up. Notice the thoughts that arise. And notice the emotions that might be coming up for you as you spend a little bit of time contemplating this new phase that we're moving into. And see if you can focus on you and not on others at this moment. What others do or don't do may impact the way that you feel and think about this phase that we're in. But I'll encourage you to really stay with yourself at this moment and explore what's really going on for you. There's no right or wrong way for you to feel about this. And you may feel several different thoughts and emotions that even conflict with each other a little bit. You might be elated that restrictions are being lifted, that the risk is lowering. That you can return to some activities that were important to you. You can rekindle in-person connections. So take a moment to consider some opportunities that may be opening up. Whether you're thrilled about them or whether you're still in a place of uncertainty. Allow the mind to explore possibility. Some people in this time are also experiencing fear, not being ready yet to walk out into this new world. We can't predict what other people are going to do. There may just be some holding back, some wanting to stay safe and protected. wanting to be able to control. And that's easier to do when we stay in our homes and continue to protect ourselves as we're used to doing. This may or may not be where you are living emotionally, but take a moment to explore any fears that you may have for yourself and to have compassion for those who have a lot of fears. Especially if that person with a lot of fears is you. You might also consider that the pandemic has forced us to live our lives differently for a season. It forced us to slow down in some ways, to reprioritize. For some people, the things we had to give up created space for something new. And as we move into a new way of being and things begin to open up that were unavailable to us before, it's important for us to be intentional about what we let back in, about what we say yes to. Consider lessons that you've learned during this time about work, life, harmony, or balance. About how we interact with other people. And consider what lessons you want to be sure to carry with you and keep in mind as you navigate a new harmony, a new song, a new sense of balance. As we transition to the end of this time of meditation, I'll encourage you to check in with your body and move in any ways that might help ease any tension that has arisen. Take a nice deep breath. Be sure to notice the support from the ground, whatever is holding you up. If your eyes have been closed, you can open them, you can lift your gaze. And take a moment to ponder just a little further before you move to what's next. Thanks for being with me for this meditation. I would love to hear in the comments what your experience was, both with the meditation and with your return to a new normal. I don't know if I like that phrase or not, but it gets thrown around a lot. What is your life looking like? I'd love to hear from you. If this was a helpful meditation for you, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. And I would love to have you subscribe to the channel so that you can be with me for all kinds of different meditations. I care about people so much, and I love being able to share what I hope is helpful with you, and I'd love to have you with me on the journey. At the end, I'll share links to other meditations that you might find helpful, and I hope that you have a good day. Thanks.